Good evening, one and all. It is Sunday, it's the end of the week, and it's time that we jump on to some more good old Warframe. Welcome in, one and all. Hope you're doing well where you are around the world. Akaboy asking, why the hell did they just get 3 extra ads after the timer went to 0? I don't know. I'm going to be very honest with you there, Akaboy. Unless, wait, hold on, Akaboy, did you get ads immediately on loading the stream? Or did you get ads shortly after you were on stream? Like, because there's the starting soon screen. Did you see the starting soon screen first, then ads? Or ads, then starting soon? I'll inform it better. Anyway, welcome in everyone. And immediately there, Mirrorly, thank you very much for the gift sub there over to Akaboy. So at the very least, that won't continue for a whole month there for you, Akaboy. Absolutely. Thank you very much there, Mirrorly. Much appreciated. Akaboy say ads first. Okay, you probably got hit by a very unfortunate feature of Twitch.
You're accessing their squatch right now. Honking dish new? Don't know about you, but I'm squatching it RN for real for real.
I feel like I needed to have censored that one. My. Esprit. Thank you very much for the 55 months of support there at tier 2 no less. Much appreciated for the continued support on the channel. Absolutely. I'm not going to ask any further questions, however. Cheers indeed. But yes, a little bit of background as to how Twitch works, because works is an interesting word. The way Twitch works is that by default there are pre-roll ads. You join a stream, which is either affiliate or partner, there'll be pre-roll ads. However, if the streamer has run adverts, then that can push away the pre-roll ads. And the way that breaks down is with 3 minutes of ads per hour, there are no pre-roll ads. If I run fewer than 3 minutes per hour, then there'll be pre-roll ads. That's just how the math comes together.
With new house furniture comes Amazon Prime for free shipping. Here is your share, Ken.
Yo, much appreciated on that there, Regulars, absolutely. And hope you enjoy your brand new furniture as well, absolutely. Cheers for dropping the Prime sub over here and supporting the channel. Oh. Cheers indeed on that. And look at that, you've already started a hype train as well. We haven't even started stream proper. I'm still talking about how Twitch works. But yes, in terms of the Twitch side of things, when we start a new stream, we haven't been running mid-roll ads. Now, you might ask, but hang on, there wasn't even a stream, so why would you have been running ads? And that's very correct. We wouldn't have been running ads. The last time we were streaming, there were the ads. But Twitch doesn't think like that. Twitch gives a timer of no pre-rolls after running an ad slot, and then that timer just runs out even whilst I'm offline, and then it's gone. So this is where you come in, Akaboy. You join into the stream, Twitch goes, well, there's no pre-roll free section yet, so give that man ads! And then as you go through the ads, the ad scheduler kicks in the very first minute of stream and goes, right, let's start playing those mid-roll ads so that people don't get pre-rolls the moment they arrive. You come out of your ad block and Twitch goes, oh, yeah, hi, good to see you. By the way, there's supposed to be ads right now. And so it just gives you ads.
Folks, was just about to start my daily hauling in Eve, so this is perfect timing to have something to keep me awake while doing it.
Yo, Quintus, thank you very much for the 61 months in a row, no less. And with that tier 3 support as well, the lovely golden stars on the Emerald Teapot. Much appreciated all round on that, and good luck with the hauling. I don't know and don't need to know which kind of ship you're using for it. Just good luck, fly safe, all the same. Absolutely. But yeah, so Twitch is weird like that. It goes, hey, welcome viewer, there's pre-rolls. And you're not a subscriber, here's your pre-rolls. And then during the pre-rolls it goes, hey, yeah, so there was something about an ad schedule, we're supposed to be running ads now, so welcome back from the ads, here's ads. And then it works. What do you think about it? The ad timer stayed at 0:0? Yeah, that's... Even Twitch's own system doesn't really know what to do with that. See, from my perspective, the way I would have it run is that if the ad scheduler is set up to have 3 minutes of ads per hour, which is enough to remove all pre-rolls fully. If the stream breaks from that process, and doesn't use the schedule for some reason, you know, say I turn off the schedule, then it could start doing the pre-rolls again. But because there is that automated schedule there, the fact that pre-rolls even happen in the first place is just kind of ridiculous to me. And it actively encourages me to be running ads the first second I am physically able to do so, to turn off those pre-roll ads that were supposed to always be off. So yeah, the starting soon screen, whereupon there is absolutely no content other than a timer ticking down and a logo filling in, that is where you may get hit with a double batch of ads because Twitch. Yeah. That is exactly how it be. So yeah. It's silly. Right, speaking of more silliness, let's have a look at Nora's Nightwave here. It does end in 2 days and 20 hours. So fair warning to you all, if you are holding on to any creds, I only have 5 of them here, but if you are holding on to any creds, you do want to be spending those ASAP. It doesn't matter if you put them into, whether you put them into the potatoes, you know, catalysts and reactors, no matter if you put them into the Cuva, if you pick up some weapon blueprints, you've somehow forgotten to do so, or maybe you want to grab yourself. Okay, there is an icon there. It just decided not to appear right now. Go figure. That's fine. Things happen. But yeah, so you can grab yourself any one of the many mods available. Whatever takes your fancy. The shop itself does refresh in 6 hours. So long as you remember, if it turns out that you don't actually want to have some of these mods, they will rotate in 6 hours time and allow you to pick something a little bit different. But there's every chance it might just rotate to many of the same mods as well, such as the way it works. But yes, indeed. For now, as you can see, I'm all the way up at Prestige 11, so I've not only completed the track, but then done a little bit more because, hey, why not? And that's without even trying to. So let's go ahead and crash through a bunch of these because, hey, why not? Is it today the last day of Nightwave? Asked Green Survey. Hey, Green. Is it the last day today? I just pointed it out, but welcome into the stream. Well, let's see, all the way up the top end here, we've got complete a run of Deep Archimedia or Temporal Archimedia. Alrighty then. Let's have a look at what horrors bewait for me down there. I don't think bewait is even a word, but let's go there anyway. Let's pop on down, shall we? It's alright, I can't actually judge anyone about missing things on screen because of the number of times I have completely missed the obvious right in front of me recently. So, sod it. We're all blind together here. Yep. And Dom, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs out to the community there, bringing you up to 15 total, no less. Thank you very much there. That's gone out to Frosting Shard, to a Nobody, to a Night Dragon, to Rue, and to, is that Rhypyrum? Rhypyrum. Much appreciated on that there, Dom. Cheers. Oh. Alright, let's see. What do we got going on over this side? There is a Survival Disruption Assassination. Manageable. Frames and things and stuff that it wants me to do to try and get maximum rewards. And I'm going to be very honest with you, chat. That ain't fun. So we ain't going to over-focus on that. Dread. There is Dread Incarnate. Cool. Lex. There is Lex Incarnate. And Orthus, Julzor, and Ripkus. There's things in there. And then Warframe options, Trinity, Mirage, Jade. You know, actually, I could just roll with that, yeah. Let's go for a very unusual Trinity run. Why not? I mean, how often do I bring out Trinity into a mission these days? We do that, and Dread, we're going to find out I probably didn't mod it. Oh no, that is terrible, isn't it? Oh boy. Yeah, let's just start slapping some formers in places, shall we? Real quick. There we go. And put on a thingamity-bobbity over there. That's, yeah. Let's just, you know. Do we want to go for a sharp shot? Oh, why not? Let's just throw it in there. I do have a Dread Riven. Damage and Toxin. Maybe Toxin better than Cold for this? I see I went for blast there, but if I put that on, it'll become gas. Why not? There we go. Loads of pure damage, loads of toxin. With all the pure damage, I probably don't even need the serration on it now. So I could swap that out and instead go for other useful things instead. Like, did I not have multi-shot on here? I didn't have multi-shot on here. That's terrifying. What was I doing with this poor bow? Okay. And then we've already got fire rate. We've got a bunch of crit chance and crit chance and crit damage and toxin and all that good stuff. You know what? Good old heat viral actually never went wrong. So let's just throw on some good old rhyme rounds. A little bit of extra stage chance in there as well. You might be wondering, but Ken, what about galvanized attitude? Very good idea. Can't be bothered. Excellent. All right. Let's see about that. That was not supposed to be a pun, but it almost happened anyway. Lex. Oh, look. Mods. Well, that's good. And finally, Orthus, Julzar, Ripkus. Let's try Orthus because it's on the left. Orthus Prime. Oh, Julzar is popping up at the same time. That's worthy. Got it. Alright, show me the modding. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. So let's just throw another one of these in here, shall we? D winning with all the farmer consumption today. No one else but D wins on that. And let's just slap a drifting contact into there so I don't have to think about it, because that uses up the very small capacity we had available to us. Yes, indeed, that is a build. Is it a good one? That wasn't the question I asked. Oh. Frequent is saying, does Champion's Blessing affect all primaries or any particular flavors? Champions... Oh wait, that's a Trinity thing, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't just affect primaries. It says... gain primary and secondary crit chance. So, yeah, more than that.
Train.
Yo!
Train.
Train indeed, Ellie. Thank you for the 100 bits and joining in on the train there. Much appreciated. Cheers. Oh. We've almost got ourselves into a level 5 train there. It is about to depart from the station, so if you've been thinking about it, now's the time to be hitting that. Let's see, this appears to be just kind of a... Yeah, this is... It's a build. I actually... Sorry, gonna need to get the cloth for this one. Let me just give those a quick little wipe over. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. No, that definitely says Arcane Energize on a Trinity. What the hell did I do in the past? Quintus, it's quite possible that Champion's Blessing got buffed after you remember it, because, you know, things happen like that. Or you might be misremembering a Wisp one, which got moved from snipers to primaries, I think. Things like that. Anyway, Arcane Energize, I don't know what you're doing there. You can go away. We can keep Nullify because, you know, magnetic procs are annoying. I know there's things that actually deal with statuses now, so... Actually, yeah, no, let's get rid of that. That shows you just how old this is. That already shows you just how old this approach was. Let's instead go for a little bit of extra duration, as long as we keep up our shields, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. That doesn't need to be on there. Do we even want that on there? Tell you what, let's do something unusual. Let's do that into that. There we go. That's weird. That's weird. We like a little bit of weird, don't we? Do I want the 267 on this? Does that achieve anything of particular note? Or is that just the stat I ended up at? I think it's just the stat I ended up at. Yeah, so let's drop that from there. It felt like it might have been important. Doesn't look like it is. Health Tank Trinity, why not? I mean, this is more than just Health Tank. I mean, yeah, adaptation works on the health, but this is working on health and shields. And why? Because I can. I feel like putting that in there, and so in there I put it. I haven't actually got enough capacity to put on the organ mod here. So how do we improve on that? I could just downgrade that as well, to be honest. I really don't feel the need to have all of that. And then I can put on something like this. There we go, isn't that fun? Don't forget to have a look at our organs. I was on that screen, but thank you for the reminder anyway. A baiting link, not going to be relevant for the majority of this anyway. Pool of Life, don't actually really care. Vampire Leech, honestly, not that fussed right now. So yeah, Champion's Blessing will be the one for this. And finally, what other arcane do I even want to put in here? I don't have a good answer. What arcane would we want to have go alongside this? No, I don't think we're going to need that. Nope. We don't need the bonus armor. It's not really what we're going for. Most of this is irrelevant to us. No. Just no on persistence. Thank you very much. No. Definitely not. I have so many arcanes and so little use for so many of them. Hey. We're not gaining overguards, so that's irrelevant. You know what, sorry, just slap in more duration. Let's just go full duration arcanes. Because I can't think of a good answer, let's just do that. Be silly about it. Casting ability to reduce armor? Sure, why not? Transformation to Operating Drifter is blocked? Maybe not. Big damage from casting? Sure, why not? I'm Trinity. Lose health? Yeah, I'm Trinity. That all looks good to me. Alright then. So, if you'd like to join in on that with your own set of silliness, send me a message in game, the Kenchneer. I'll bring you into this squad. And Miralee's already here. Let's bring you on in. Let's bring in Zom as well. And we'll just need one more person. Actually, we don't need one more person. We can run as a 3. 4 is available to us, but we don't need to wait on that. So it's a case of once everyone's loaded in, we'll just go. Yep.
Rip from his teeth all that he has taken and teach him this.
Oh, and let's swap this over to... Yeah, good old Warframe. Can't go wrong with that. Cannot go wrong with that. Alright then, let's do this. Research is beginning. Surprisingly more focused on the challenges this time than I usually would want to, but you know, they just kind of lined up here. Miralee's trusting me to keep them alive. Well, we just lost Zom, so already not off to a good start. Zom, what the hell happened? Zom, you didn't even get 5 minutes with us. You didn't even get 5 seconds, I'll be honest. I don't think I actually saw you. Let's try that again, shall we? Surely Zom won't abandon us twice. Now, having invited Zom there, will that actually stop us from starting? Let's find out. Yep. Yep, that breaks it. Let's try this again, shall we? Oh dear, 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 dear. Yeah. We do love that fun stuff, don't we? I'll just reload back into Sanctum, re-invite the pair of them, and then we should be good to go.
We've had a few.
Only's asking, I wonder how Link and Blessing interact. Does Link 75% of them reduce damage, or is it reduced by 75% and then, or is it time stamped? Honestly, not sure on most of that, but time stamped it won't be. This isn't Magic the Gathering, thankfully. We don't have timestamps on abilities on a stack. Or just how they're applied in various layers. Dear God, I would not want to consider how that works. There are a couple of things here or there in Warframe which are actually timestamped, but largely that's when you have the same thing being applied, rather than two different effects. Yep. Mirrorlade does appear to have the answer, or is confident in stating that you reduce the damage first and then redirect based on what's left. Fair enough. I don't think I actually activated the mission, so let's go do that.
Yes, your eyes are set.
There we go. Did that have everything on correctly? Yes, it did. Okie dokie. Now we can finally go do the thingamabobbity-bob.
I was thinking.
Yes. Huzzah! Just a few technical difficulties before we get started. It's nothing too concerning. There we go. Just making sure the squad is actually loading in. Yeah, looking good. Alright, so I haven't got a lot of energy to get started with, because that's just how it works. Oh, I didn't realise we had Luminous. Well, that's fine. I'm hearing things going down. Not sure if those things are friends going down. Hoping not. Have I not even finished the Dread's evolutions? Oh no. Oh, that is not good. But hey, if we're gonna get them done now, I guess. Yep. We'll get them done now. Yeah. I don't know why, but something about the bow feels a little weird to use at the moment. It's like she's taking unreasonably long to realize that she could draw the bow. Not sure what's causing that. Yeah, it feels like I'm expecting there to be action queuing of some sort, and nothing is giving me action queuing, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's weird. Anyway. Oh. Gotta pop over here. Apparently Mirrorlade felt it necessary to bring a Dante Spectre to this. Go figure. That's another thing dealt with. Beautiful. It sounded like something was being summoned, but then it decided not to. Which is good. Oh. Come on. Alright, I'm switching to Lex. Lex is charged. Back up out of that explosion because we don't want any of that. Oh, the zombie's a bit far away and taking damage. Let's fix that. There we go. I can't see in all of the effects. It is so pink here. Oh my god. Remember, I have reduced teammate visual effects turned on at all times. I'm gonna double check that right now, to be honest with you, but reduce. Oh wait, no. That fell off at some point. Let's turn it back on. Let's see how that looks now. Something went down. It looks like Mirror Lane, but it wasn't Mirror Lane. They do that. For everyone who's testing the S&O Big OE. Ah. There are a lot of settings in this game. It's hard to keep track of which ones I got on and off. That's taken care of. I'm just hard tanking these limiters. Like, straight up don't care what they're trying to do to me. I managed to transform without the sound of a transformation. Incarn not go there? Yeah. Zom apparently keeps biting their tongue. Are you playing as Nyx? I thought you were playing as Nidus. Sneeze. That is not how you sneeze. I feel like we've been over this. Zom does not sneeze in a way that is normal. Apparently. Ah, Lexincarn, you really do a lot. Oh, Sanctuary around the corner. There we go, dealt with, and time to extract. Beautiful. To say, sometimes work at my household if I sneeze in the corridor at night. Is that not normal? I mean, it is possible to sneeze differently with intention, but loud sneezes, yeah, they are natural to a lot of people. Now, Zom, on the other hand, it's not about how loud the sneeze is. For Zom, it's more a case of, yeah, they're Zom. Yeah, it's a very unique Zom thing, and this is how come Zom speaks in Zomglish. Don't try to understand it, merely accept it. Let's go. I managed to give that blessing to only myself and my companion, but that's fine. The others can turn up when they want to. I have, however, out of energies. There we go. The downside of pre-casting. Costs energy. Now, I didn't actually read what the modifiers are this mission, so we're just going to find them out the hard way. I'm sure it can't be that bad. Oh, that sounds like a double demolisher. Okay, now I know the modifier. There we go. There is apparently a docket on the ground somewhere. No idea where, but it's somewhere. Okay, that one does not want to be attacked. There we go, the same key that had already been dropped somewhere else. I'm still not going to pretend to understand. Just take the key and go. And miss a headshot. Missed the headshot. Oh, now they plugged in the key I'm carrying. I'm just going to drop it on the ground. No point in me carrying that the entire time. Actually, no, I'm using my secondary. I might as well carry it. Oh, you key flashbacks? Oh, yes, the fun of testing that and discovering it was on a deterministic loop rather than something normal. They could have made it pure chance. They really could have. And for reasons decided, nope, that ain't good enough. Oh, the key dropped as it got plugged in. I love that. Okay. Now, if enemies drop a key and then it's rolled what key they dropped, that means that if I killed the enemy just a moment later, it would have dropped me the key I need. I don't know if that's how it works. There is literally no way to know. It's an interesting thought. That is a maggot. I cannot shoot the maggot. Okay, there is not a key spawning over this side. Something is getting absolutely bullied over here. And my aim, as ever, is amazing. Definitely the only reason half of you watch my streams is to see just how amazing my aim is, I know. The other half of you wonder what the first half is smoking, but that's irrelevant. Oh, the key did drop. The key did drop and I didn't notice, and merely grabbed it, so it's all fine. One target down this way, one down the other hall. There we go. Ah, excellent, the other one is dealt with. Okay. We are now officially halfway through the Archimedia. And we have an Urple request. Absolutely. Can I switch? Yeah. Let's double check. I've just realised the round started. Let's go plug in this key I've been holding this whole time. There we go. Shield drain upon us. Wrong gun. Beautiful. There is a key over here. I saw it on the minimap. Never mind, it got grabbed. Okay, I am not needed. I will see if I can find a white docket. These guys will got the rest. There we go. That was actually painless. We've got an energy drain happening. Not that I would notice, because I'm not losing energy. Overguard is overpowered. The white docket. Sorry, white conduit is over this way, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Here we go. And there they go. Beautiful. Easy peasy. Let us head on to our third and final mission of Neo Archimedia. We're not going to do just 3 missions in closed stream. That would be silly. And ta-da! That was nice. We all arrived at about the same time. And a Tau Forged Amber Shard. That's worth it. For all the hassle, that is worth it. Up to demanding a giveaway? Yeah, we'll have our usual 75 platter giveaway at the end of the stream. Absolutely. 25 subs. I'll do a Omniformer bundle halfway through as well. You know, I probably should grab my energy to cast my defensive stuff before I perish. There we go. You never demand? Of course not, of course not. No, no, no. Not demand. Merely request in a very specific manner. Not a demand. I can't remember. Can we activate more than one of these at this stage? I don't think we can. Oh. Kill enemies in the zone to reduce the timer. I still find it weird how this runs on a timer system rather than a charge system. Because it means then that killing enemies reduces the timer, but nothing pops up to technically say that. You just kind of have to notice it happening. Just a little odd. Also, I don't think the zone is actually visible in world. Really, is it? No. No, it's just kind of there. Hold on, let's grab one of these. It'll be faster. Hello, Time Reaper. Welcome on in. Alright, you're already plugging that one in. I can grab... Nope, that one... Okay, I brought this for nothing. How to shoot things. I can do shoot. Ah! Oh well, there goes all the buffs. Let's recast them. Didn't mean to completely yeet myself out of the map, but you know, these things happen. Now this spot here is a teeny tiny bit of overlap, so I'm going to see how many enemies I can get into the overlap zone. Probably not many. Unaccounted by companion killing them. Oh, that was quick. Okay. Off to the next one, I guess. Oh, where is the next one? Over this way. Frames with no mobility options, my behated. I don't want to switch to a child soldier every time I need to move. But alas, we do what we must. Someone's companion is dying again. Now, seeing as I know that Miralabe's companion is called Miralabe, it means it's Zom's companion. Which means Zom is running Nidus and hasn't given the health benefits to their companion with Link Vitality. And that's just sad. Imagine not letting your companion share in the health as Nidus. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, some of these eyes are in awkward positions I cannot be bothered to go to, so I just won't. We'll just spawn more of them. Actually faster. See? Although I did spawn even more underground, which I just don't want to deal with, so I'm just going to spawn even more again. No, it's just messing with me. There we go. Was that actually faster? Maybe not, but I still just didn't want to go all the way down that winding route underneath the platform when I didn't have to. I somehow took a wrong turn. No, okay, yep, no, the UI has lost its marbles on this one. There we go. It was jumping to telling me to go through 3 different doorways ahead of me actually seeing said doorways. That was clever. I'm here. Let's do some good stuff, shall we? Should be able to hand out plenty of energy by just spamming this. There we are. Hello there, Logan. Hope you're doing well today. Is there an enemy I can cast this on? There we go. We got a little bit of security over there. I managed to gain absolutely 0 charge there. Oh, Jaw's trying to break itself again. It does that. Especially on bad days. Man, I am so glad this thing isn't status resistant. Look at those heap rocks on it. Oh. And beautiful. How much did I contribute? I did a thing. The heal is not supposed to be DPS, I suppose, so let's get out of here. Ta-da! Those are quite fast near the end. Dozens second. I think you mean what? Dozens of procs? And if so, yeah, we have a squad of powerful people, and my companion is using Verglass fully spec'd. That's kind of a status output and then some.
At least pretend this mess can still work.
Huh. You know, honestly, in terms of rewards, that's a pretty nice selection. 3 Archon shards, 2 of them Tau Forged, and not a single bad shard in it. Yeah, at that point I don't even care about the duplicate and Arcane. Sorry, Arcane Adapter. That's just 3 good shards. The rest of it, couldn't care less. Couldn't care less at this point. But yeah, and that should have satisfied Nightwave for a nice lovely drop right there. Oh. Yep. Still going through the bonuses, that's fine. Right then, what next? Kill the Exploiter Orb. Off we go. Oh wait, Exploit is that annoying one where you do the farm for Hildren, isn't it? Do I even have any diluted thermia? One. I have one diluted thermia. One. So, once again, let's close off the old tabs. Ready for the new. If you'd like to join in on fighting the Exploiter Orb, send me a message in game, the Engineer. I'll bring you on into the squad. First come, first serve, because time is of the essence. Barely wanting to be part of that, welcome on in. Time Reaper for slot 2, and Zom is back for slot 3. There we go. Zom saying, remember to play Noko and initiate the kill prompt as a Sprodling. You know what? Sure. I have no reason to do anything else in particular. Noko it is. And you know what? I think this is a reroute Noko as well, isn't it? Yep. Okay, cool. So we'll just have some silly little fellas going around. Alright, perfect. Might as well have some actual weapons. I say that like I wasn't carrying multiple incarnates. But still. Even more powerful stuff. There we are. Alright. We appear to be missing someone. We're missing Zom. Let's try that again. There we are. Actually, we don't even need to load Fortuna. We can just go straight toward Valis. Let's see what we got. No code Banshee, Protea Hildren. Yep, that'll do fine. Using Hildren to farm Hildren. It's the only way. Alright, we're about to load in. There we go. Where are we? What? It's almost got crushed by... Zom, can you stop dying for like 5 seconds? Oh my god. And I mean this IRL at this point. All the best to you, but seriously, it feels like you are somehow ready to explode just by playing Warframe. Save yourself. Don't sneeze to death. Don't get crushed by your chair. Don't get into fights on Discords. Which, yes, is also a problem for Zom. That's why I'm calling it out. Alright. We are inside the cave. We just need everyone else to mosey on down.
Deck 12. Most of the old SU never made it out. Legs' folks and Zood's sisters. It broke her, you know?
Alright.
We've all tried getting through to her, but she insists they never existed.
Get yourselves into whatever positions, get ready to do the things, and someone who's got enough diluted thermia to throw away, hit it.
Everything I hear echoes from
Brilliant.
my sister's ears to my mind. One by one, I remember them saying,
Nope, I have been teleported.
why can't I remember their names?
Why indeed? Anyway, sad story. Let's shoot stuff.
Solaris, united, you shall not be spared the rod.
There we go.
Who came
Down.
Take out her ventilation. Her vents. Bust them. Children,
I think someone got the other vent.
winter chill in
That activates the next bit. How absolutely horrible. I'm just going to spread these things everywhere I can. There we go.
united. You must be
Is there any weapon that can one-shot those vents? No idea. I've never tried to optimize this fight because it's just honestly horrifying. I get that it's supposed to be a mechanical boss fight where you fight against the actual boss's moves and whatnot, but the reality of it is this thing is exceptionally mobile. There are very specific weak spots that are moving at about 20,000 miles an hour every time you look at them. Also, we have to use this weird throw mechanic. I think this might have been the first time they introduced a proper throw mechanic. And supposedly, you want to throw this and then shoot it mid-air for double effect. Although, I can't confirm or deny if that actually works, as advertised. So I just grab a bunch of them and throw it at it until it works. Oh, gods. It is so mobile.
Now she's sweating. Now she's sweating.
Grab another of these. Oh, yep. Time for her to deploy the kids. Nope, not a position where we can hit that yet. Okay. This one is recharging. This one's charged. I can't remember if we're supposed to deal with the vent up there or if we kill the kids and then she comes down. Genuinely cannot remember. Alright. Yep, snowy stuff. I'm just gonna lob that, I'm tired of holding it. Someone's made a very green. Luckily, it doesn't turn her into a green banshee. Yep. There's a thing somewhere. I do that. There we go. I think I did a thing. I think that has... Yep, that's sent it to the surface. Okay, cool. Let's move.
It is a fine day to visit
Right. A little bit of frame drop as we load the open world again.
Her mind just snapped. Get out there and stop her.
It's a clever little bit of loading the outside world. I'll give him that.
cooling air.
And then this stage.
Shall do me good.
This stage.
Attentive children are a joy.
Well, we need her to create vents.
Little one.
And then once she's created the vents, then we can absorb the heat from said vents
Call them
to
what it means to
heat her up
feel
faster.
die.
Don't let those arachnoids cool her off. Keep the heat on.
There we go.
Watch it. She's fracturing the terrain.
Grab that, grab the thing.
What were their names?
Let's see, where was the next arachnoid I can bully? There it is. Don't know why a bomb's going out there, but sure. She's heating up.
There is. We
Here we go. Sproddling gets the grab. Yep. It still works.
A cognition engine is exposed. Shred it.
That's stupid. Cognition engine is exposed, but what they actually mean is don't shoot the head, shoot the vent that you just ripped open. I think my companion just killed a bunch of them. Is she invisible for anyone else? Zom, how does your stuff keep breaking? Oh, no, it's invisible for Time Reaper as well. Oh, that's fun. Alright, well... all I can say is it's not invisible to me.
Those spiders.
Now we just need more of the arachnoids. Oh, we got some toroids. Okay. I love the marker on it, just in case it's invisible for anyone. Maybe the marker is visible. Oh, did I bug it out? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just using my Warframe's ability to become a fun little guy. Boop.
If you will not be a model, you shall be an example.
Damn. Old Mother really is hating your life choices. Wanted you to go into modeling. But here we are being mercenaries. Just because she couldn't get into modeling herself can't force us to live that life for her vicariously. But also, where are the arachnoids? I can't turn coolant into heatant without arachnoids. What is going on?
Medicine, children. Mother needs her medicine.
Yep. She's not invisible, she's just tiny apparently. Oh, did I shrink her? Okay. Well, that's fun. Looks normal to me. Look at Sporty Lounge, just got a chance, I will do so. Which might be a while because the things we need to kill aren't here. I think I see one in the... oh my god. Absolute distance. What is this? What is this? Also containers. Okay, wow. Hold on, if I grab... double it up.
If you will not be a model, you shall be an example.
There we go.
Gonna need more thermia.
Oi, give me that. 2 in 1. I see arachnoid super far in the distance over there. There's another one over here. Let's do a quick reload. Where is it at? There it is. Oh, and there's just more over here. I think things are just passively dying in the far distance, and that's why we're not seeing it. They are so weak, they just perish at spawn.
Medicine, children. Mother needs her medicine.
Nope. The vent vanished. I'll go to a new one.
Spiders.
Someone said there was a thing here, but I... oh, there it is. Yeah, that hits it. Bring me more canisters. I wish to burn it. You forgot how obviously tiled the texture is in the old Palace? Yeah. It's, yeah. Yeah. Square Valis, as Silanti calls it. Anyway. Canisters for me. Heat for... Oh, that one wasn't done. I thought they had charged it. Never mind, I threw it some coolant. Thank you. It's heating up bit by bit. Nearly there. Mother needs a mushroom, that's what. No one misinterpret that. There we go. Final stage, because nothing says a fun boss fight like doing the same mechanic 3 times over. Oh, is it back? Oh, hey, there we go. Grab you. Grab you. Chuck that up onto there. Chuck another one up onto there. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Got slightly ahead of myself there. Didn't actually fill that one.
Nothing shall replace a child's love for their mother.
Alright, let's fill up this one here. Yoink.
Arachnoids, bringing in refined coolant. Don't let them reach the orb.
That one done. Zom's got that area. I'll go here. There we go. And chuck it in. Yeah, I think that hit. Yoink. Yoink. Grab the canister. And just kind of zoop our way back. There we are. There we are. Surely that needs to be enough. Yep, that seems to have reached the threshold where it's just actually charging up now.
She's exposed.
Ta-da! Very heavy landing from that throttling. Only the heaviest. And I think she's down, yeah. Wait for her to prepare the rewards, and then we can leave.
Sparky, get in there. Grab what you can before she goes critical.
Do you perhaps think yourself on safari? We are here to capture
There we are.
and preserve.
We're really not business. We're really not. Oh yeah, well, we don't need to fly away from this these days. We can just hard tank it. Well, used to be threatening way, way, way long ago.
Down. Zood? You did it. Zood? Zood, you okay?
Scores paid.
Did it ever kill through Amisha? No idea. Zom, no idea.
You
I just remember the days prior to Shieldgate.
I remember us. You knew us. You
Okay, okay.
our name.
We've never forgotten. Me, Biz, Smokefinger, any of us.
We had a name. Our name was Zood.
There we go. Alright, that should be another Nightwave off the docket. Wonderful stuff. What has it recovered for us? It's recovered win 3 wagers in a row without letting the enemy score in one match of the Index. Okay. It is time for Index. Let's leave out a Fortuna here. That'll break the squad. Same goes, the same goes. If you want to join me on the Index to attempt that one there, send me a message in game. We'll go ahead and do it. Close off the old tabs. Ready for the new. There we go. There we go. And for our final slot, will it be Zom or will it be someone else? First come, first serve on that. It's Zom! There we are. Okay, we've had enough of Noko. Well, let's bring out a Limbo. Whoever uses a Limbo these days. And yeah, don't need to make any other changes. Limbo will just do the trick. What kind of modding have I got on the Limbo here? Is it modding I am satisfied with? Honestly, should probably do the trick. Yeah. Should probably do the trick. Let's do it. Was it best to get 15 so you get 23? That's correct, Mirai, yeah. 15 index points to turn in for a 23 because of the +8 bonus. I believe the bonus is a 2, 4, 8, and 10. So the efficient stage is the 15 for +8. Here's Kelton. Alright. Let us get cracking. Got my starting energy. Hit the silence. And now let's just go bubble. Kill. I don't know if they can actually make their way through the bubble. But that's the idea. Theoretically, it should prevent them from getting anywhere now. Mirabe's just going to be spamming that the entire time. Alright. I found an index point. Okay. I did see an enemy over this way and then they ceased. Yep, I found where they ceased. He's just getting obliterated. We do love to see it when they don't even stand a chance. Oh, let's get rid of the translocators. Those are very annoying to deal with. This was another mode that was far more involved prior to shield gating. Because low hit points meant actually low hit points rather than, you got shields. The whole, you got shields does a lot. Yeah, looks like the stasis is indeed working on them. More than a little bit bonkers, honestly. Alright, that's got 15 points. Let's go turn these in. It is draining my energy hard. Re-up all of the buffs. Re-up the bubble. And we just keep the pressure on. So far, none of us have even died, let alone let them grab a point to turn in. That's pretty good. We're at 41 points. I wonder if someone turned in a little too early. Not to matter. We have that.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
The objective is a lot easier without bots. Oh yes. The NPCs will perish and will feed to the other team. Or at the very least, we'll drag the enemies into weird locations, so then you just don't see where the points are going. So the bubble's getting a bit small. Reinvigorate it. I was honestly expecting the enemies to try rushing us a little harder than this, but it's been a long time since I played Index. A long time. Yep. Grab another. Keep the stasis up. I'm holding on to 10, another 5, and I can go turn this group in. Yoink. That brings me to 14. Nearly there. 15. Alright. Go turn those in. Re-up the stasis on the way. And it's 64 out of 100 on wave 1 of 3 of this. Or round 1 of 3, whatever you want to call it. There we go. Two more rounds to go. Re-up stasis, get rid of that. Reason for getting rid of it is because otherwise enemies can be in our LOS. As we go to shoot them, they just teleport away. Which is frustrating, to say the least. So we just don't let them do it. Look at this guy trying to get in with 0 points. We have the zone. Re-up the stasis. That ran out, I didn't notice. Holding on to 8 out of 15. That's 9. Someone else got that one, that's fine. Where are the rest of the enemies at? Yoink. Someone else grab that point then. Okay. Sometimes I yoink, sometimes I get yoinked. It's fine! Target up here. Oh wow, this bubble actually goes quite far. Come on, where are they? Hold on. Was that? Aha! There was just a point on the ground. Checking around the area, no one's over here. They're all up over here, apparently. How? Why? Oh, one moved behind me. 3 up stasis. There we go. And boom.
You need to turn this around. Your livelihood and life depend on it.
We up that. The points are in the open, but I have no idea where that is right now. Aha! I do have a pair of targets. And a mod. I see damage. Yoink, yoink. I know this isn't the most efficient way we could be doing this. Like, if we really wanted to optimize for starters, we wouldn't be on this map, I think. The other one is supposedly better. Actually, no, it is better. I measured it. But second, we'll be using a more efficient kill strat rather than this hard defensive strat. But with a hard defense, we can't fail, which is better than risking succeeding quicker. Just takes 1 point to get through to ruin all of the time we spent here. And we do not want that. There you go. Grab that point. Nope. Okay. Someone beat me to it. Thank you. Can I get that point without going through? Yes. Okay, for targets down here. That was just some leftover highlighting. Let's grab some more energy. Yoink. You made yourself a breakfast burger for lunch, Ray? Yeah, fair dude. The fun thing about meals, we have this idea culturally of breakfast, lunch, and evening meal, whether you call it tea or dinner. But the thing is that the order you have them in doesn't really matter. So long as you are comfortable and satisfied, you're getting everything you need, then breakfast is lunch is dinner. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. Alright, I'm currently holding on to 14 plus 4. I don't really want to turn these in right now because we're only 8 away from victory. So if someone is able to hit victory condition, please turn yours in. That way I can immediately jumpstart as 23 on the next one. rather than wasting a whole bunch. Brilliant. Go send these over. Maintain various effects whilst I do so. There we are. 24. I think I picked up one on the way. Yeah, fair do, right? If your lunch is also your breakfast, then fair enough. I've met plenty of people who have themselves 2 meals a day rather than 3. I wouldn't really recommend it on the regular. I occasionally have 2 meals myself, but that's only when I've had a day where I'm like, I just don't need the 3rd meal. But on the regular, I would recommend a 3 meal a day approach. At least 3. It is fine to split things further up into 4 or 5 smaller meals if that works better for your metabolism. It's my personal experience that 2 meals a day usually is too many highs and lows. It is all personal. Alright, come on. Yeah, a couple more up here. Actually, a whole bunch of them up here. What's going on up here? A little bit of a party. Yoink. Keep the stasis going. Remember when Index was hard? Yours early on as a new tenno, you're like, wow, okay, this is like one of those other missions, right? And you start trying to damage the enemies. You just like, what are these brick walls? But then you get to higher tiers and it returns back to, oh well, yeah, here's some enemies. Pop, pop, pop. Especially if you can have a team together, because then you really do just walk over it. Alright, 2 more points and I can turn in my batch. I'm gonna go out and hunt them. 1 up. Got it. Should be able to find 1 more out this way. Let's try down the corridor. They do like to sneak down here, don't they? And as if on cue, got it. Thanks for the kill. Yoink. 1 more person turning in 23 will give us WinCon. So at this point, I'm not going to try picking up any more points. I'm going to leave them on the ground for others to grab. Because if 1 person is close to that 23, that's an insta-win. Are we doing this on Steel Path? No, we have no need to. Steel Path offers us nothing. So there's no point to. At least to my knowledge, it offers just nothing more. There we go! Nightwave completed. Yeah, I turned in a few. I didn't even notice Zom went down at one point there. Are you heading off now? Fair do, Time Reaper. Have yourself a good one. Thank you very much for helping out on that there. Zom died in operator jumping to scoring, got very confused. Oh. Well. Right. That is another thing off the docket. That is another round of that acquired. We're on 11 at the start of the stream. Next is open 1 of each ear of Relic. Wow, if only this was the thing I had on last stream. Fair enough then. Well, does it tell me which ones I haven't done yet?
Who's it gonna be?
Nope. Okay. I'll just start from Lith and work my way through then. As Time Reaper has dropped out, we have got a space available for someone else to join in instead. So if you'd like to join us on some quick relics, send me a message in game. The Engineer, I'll bring you on into the squad. we're not going to wait for anyone, so you do have to be quick on that. Alright, let's see. Crossfire Exterminate. Brilliant. Great place to start. Actually, I have a thought. This is unlikely to work, but I have a thought. What happens if we each bring a different era of relic to the same Omnifisher? That doesn't trigger it, does it? You may indeed join Ductile. Let's try it. Let's try it. Looking across the squad, I'll bring a Lith. Miralabe if you bring a Miso. Zom, Neo, Ductile, Axie. Just so we all definitely have a different one. Let's see. Conjunction Survival, Void Cascade. Or just Survival. Yeah, we'll go with the Conjunction Survival. Why not? Easy enough for this. Oh, I'm expecting the same result there you were saying, Ray. I am expecting that this won't work, but I'm going to try it. So, Miso Miralabe, Neo Zom, Axie Ductile. Who knows, we might one-tap this. It just has Nora and I bow down like, yep, okay, you figured me out. And if it doesn't work, well, then I just cycle through, it's fine. There we go. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, oop, they got obliterated.
Give our little rabbit a wee head start. And then off we go, hounds.
The Worm Queen has no control over the corrupted. It is enough.
Where do we actually want to go? Lotus? Hush hush.
The Orican Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place.
Yeah. There we go. Pop. Kind of nuke the room. Oh man, look at all that reaction dropping. Oh. So good. Alright. There we are. With that reactant acquired, I'm going to see if I can find the speed up device. I think they spawn on this mission. Someone let me know in chat if I'm wrong on that. Hello, Macho Mouse. Hope you're doing well today. If I didn't already let you know, your what's it? Your giveaway arena avatar has been added into the program, so that is available for your use. It should already be defaulted on for you, but anyone else can also grab it. Well, anyone else who's VIP or subscriber, of course.
Thank you for the help, Tenno.
Nope. Someone else found the thing. Alrighty. Another one will spawn in about 30 seconds, I think. Oh, I see. Tetronis. Yeah. I mean, the spawns in the first place are a bit weirdly placed. For the nature of survival, the very way the pickup works just kind of runs counter to how survival is played, but when we're just doing a quick right crack like this, it sort of works out. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I have no idea. There we go. I have no idea if these stack or if we need to wait.
Use that bypass at a console.
Oh, well, no need to worry. The old one's already run out. There we go.
Now, Tenno. Keep fighting.
Are you saying the ad time? Is ad time above the 1 minute threshold? If so, nifty. Hold on, if I... Oops, wrong one. If I do this... There we go, I can have blast my attacks.
Dear
Oh!
sister were here, it would have warmed her heart to consume a child in this
On this
sacred
level of
place.
enemies, that little bit of blast does all the work I need it to. That is obnoxious amounts of additional AoE on an otherwise precision weapon. Okay. Relic correct, let's exit the mission and see if that was enough for the Night Wave. If not, we'll speed through some other quick fishes. Ah! Only 2 of 4 apparently. Only 2 of 4. From Match Mals, hasn't this Night Wave been much shorter than usual? Has it? I comfortably did it, so don't imagine it would be. Let's see. Night Wave. What are we even on at this point?
I fear we are seeing the consequences of that risk now. Destroy these.
Let's exit the mission and I'll double check the Reeves timings. I tried sending my 3 backwards there, but it was off cooldown, so I just turned around and did nothing. There we go. Right, let's have a look at this then. Night Wave, Night Wave, Night Waves.
Mission complete.
Do I have when the last ones are added in? Here we go. Nora's Mixed Time Tempests. Started April, ended in August. So that's a 4-month period on it. That's pretty substantial. Previous one was October to April. That's 6 months. Okay. And one before that was May to October. So that's only 3 months. No. 5 months. Why do I think that's 3? Okay. There's a 5 and a 6 before this most recent 4-month. Prior to that, February to May. Okay, so that is a 3-month. And then there was a September to February, which that's a 5. So yeah, they're quite variable. May to September, so that's a 4. All right. Yeah, just a bit of variation to it, I guess. Now let's triple check just in case. Did it? Nope, it did not like that. Okay, so I've done Lith and I've done another unknown one. So let's just crack some more open. In fact, we might as well keep on the same one. Well, now we know that it doesn't work that way. Let's keep on the same one, because then if anyone else has got the same challenge, they can also vary their relic as needed. So I'm going to try for Miso next. I genuinely don't care which one. I wondered if extracting would force it to do even more of an update, but no. You've been playing since last August, this one fell short. Fair do. Yeah, Night Waves have always just been kind of a few months, get around to it kind of deal. If I have a look at the very first intermission, how long was that one? Yeah, so the very first intermission ran from June 12th, 2019 to July 5th, 2019. Not even a month. But that one only had 15 ranks on it as well.
But she wasn't always kind to the Tenno. time the Void Conjunction reached its peak,
D had this interesting idea with Nightwave where it was going to be these not quest, not event things that would allow them to more rapidly get
stand by for life's
semi-substantial content out. Boy, howdy did that not work.
Tenno, if you have a necromac.
It did not work. The intermissions were... Yeah, they were just intermissions, giving them breathing room on the thing that was supposed to be giving them breathing room.
Your relic is open.
And they realized, oh wait, we are spending so much time on the thing that's supposed to be making this easier that we're actually now diverting resources away from the stuff that we're trying to give ourselves more time on. And I know what that feels like, honestly. I know what that feels like. You try to put some content between the content to give people a little bit more to chew on. Next thing you know, certainly with a little bit of feature creep, you are spending so much time on the interim content, you just don't make the time for the content. Add in that Nightwave events were vanishing. Once they ended, they ended. Now it's... It was just an idea that did not land the way it needed to. And so it turned into intermission, followed by an intermission, followed by an intermission. It was like, okay, yeah, it's just intermissions all the way down now. It turned into simply a free battle pass. And honestly, for the better. It still provides a heck of a lot of utility to a heck of a lot of players, especially in terms of Nitane Extract. Replacing the entire alert system, which, dear God, as a brand new player, a bit before Nightwaves were introduced, the whole alert system was just wild. I didn't get it, and then when I did get it, after it stopped being a thing, I was like, how? Who came up with that? Certainly for obtaining various limited things, including, if I recall, Vauban. Potatoes, I'd say Nightwave is less of a focus on potatoes because you can actually trade things out of Nightwave for said potatoes better. I would say potatoes are honestly one of the worst ways to spend cred, and you only do it if you just cannot be bothered to go through the effort for the other means of getting the platinum. If you really don't want to engage in trading in any way, shape or form, and you don't want to spend any kind of platinum, sorry, money to buy platinum, then yes, it's a final backup plan. Oh yeah, Jenna, yeah, alerts may be gone, but evasions still have alert-like loot tables, you're absolutely right. And they themselves can prove problematic at times. They're not very clear, they just kind of exist from the get-go. And you don't get the rewards until it completes, which can feel very disconnected for players. That plus keeping track of what you do and don't have is not something the game tries to help you with. Yeah. So the core of it for me is some of those mods, especially Aura mods, very big deal there. I think they were introduced before we even had Dreamer's Bond, which meant that Nightwave was basically a baby Tenno's first access to auras. Otherwise, yeah, Nitane, really, really big one. A little bit of Kuva if you want to get it that way. A little bit of potatoes if you want to get them that way. Nifty.
The longer you hold out,
Okie dokie. Time is sat at 4:59 rather than 5. Little fun bug. It's all good. Let's all grab us our rewards. Oh, that was a correct relic for me to open. That's good. Match to say, I find the mods on Nightwave don't go for much. Yeah, but the mods are also a lot cheaper than potatoes. Let me just quickly grab the right relic here. Any Neo is fine. So here's the thing. If you buy, say, Corrosive Projection, or any of the more desired aura mods,
Outside the corrupted.
even if you sell it for only 10 platinum, and I say only, you can usually get more, but if you sell it for only 10 platinum, you're spending 20 creds on 10 platinum. So 40 creds is 20 platinum, and 20 platinum gets you an Arcane Reactor or Arcane Catalyst. Arcane Reactors and Catalysts from the Nightwave shop cost 75 creds, nearly twice as much as that low sale estimate. But if you've got spare creds, or creds that you would have spent on potatoes, instead of spending it on auras and selling those auras even at a discounted rate will do you better. And if you buy the right ones, you can sell them when they're out of rotation for 15, 20, even 25 platinum if you get one that's been out of rotation for a while. Or if you want to be charitable, you keep sticking it at 10. It goes out of rotation for a bit, you notice some things reach like 20 plus platinum, you go, nope, new players, here, have 50 Corrosive Projections on me, they're only 10 plat. You will be busy when trading that. Aura mods are my most contacted thing. When I have a set of in-demand aura mods which are out of rotation, it is the main thing I have people trading me for. Again, set the price is low. New players will jump at it. Janet's saying they'll get rid of or shrink rotations. I don't know if they did actually confirm anything on that. If it was in a dev short, I don't catch everything they put in dev shorts. I know it's only 15 minutes, but it's a 15 minutes I just don't want to mess around with. But even then, there'll still be demand to buy the auras, because every aura someone buys is cred they don't have to spend, and to a new player, that's a big deal. There are cred things which you cannot get for platinum, like, or at least not at a good rate. Bourbon, buying the set of them is a lot more effective with creds than it is with plat. If you want to get Nitane Extract, your alternative options are horrible. If you want to get Kuva, the farms for it are not particularly great, whereas creds just build up. If you want to be getting some of the weapons, like Glaive, like Ceramic Dagger, again, creds are your best option. So in those cases, people are happy to drop 10 to 20 plat so they don't have to spend their creds. Straight up. That's the thing with platinum trading. It's not something that's going to make you omega rich when you're doing little bits like that. It is more of a supplementary thing. Where you have something you don't need and someone else could do with it, you get yourself a bit of platinum. And if you do it right, you can make your overall gameplay just that bit more efficient. But it does mean going through the hassle of trading. And if you find that too much of a hassle, then just don't do it. There are entries in the market with good prices, sell a rate of 2 to 3 a day. Well, yeah, then you don't buy those ones. That's... I'm not sure if you're advising people who didn't ask about that, or if you're trying to tell me, JNat, because you're not responding to anyone. I can't tell if you're trying to teach your grandmother to suck eggs here. Y'all have that expression outside the UK? No, I say that. I realise that certainly to people with English as a second language that might sound absolutely insane. Alright, Logrin. Catch you around. Yeah, in terms of auras being traded, you get the right ones, there's plenty. If you're picking up Rifle Scavenger, yeah, no, what are you even doing? You douche. Now, Prime Parts is an interesting one. You bring that up there, Jaina. Prime Parts is an interesting one. If you sell individual Prime Parts, by and large, you can get an okay rate for a lot of them. But it's also a lot of trades for 2 plat here, 3 plat there, maybe a 10 plat. Unless you got some vaulted high demand stuff. It's largely not great on an individual basis. Sets, there's a markup. That markup is convenience. So if you can get some of the more expensive items just by the by, or just, you know, parts of a set are building together, you finish that set by buying the missing pieces from other people. Even if you don't want to farm it out yourself, you now have a completed set of an item, like a full set of all 4 Sevagoth pieces, which is a lot more valuable. Also, I don't think I saw the pop-up for Nightwave, so I'm going to go another relic. I'll check it in a second, see if we need to extract anyway. Actually, someone else might still need it.
The Void has summoned a new presence, and it craves our life support. Destroy these manifestations.
No, yep, I do need to do this. Okay. I don't think I killed my guy, but he vanished.
Keep fighting.
Alright. Hit him once and he just didn't. But yeah, so set selling can honestly make a big difference, both to not only the amount of plat you get from your items in total, at the cost of a couple trades extra you might be doing, buying from people, but also it means you spend less time just handling single items to individual buyers for honestly not a lot. Finishing up your sets can really increase the amount of plat you can get and how quickly you can sell the bulk of it. Plus, if people are usually getting the common parts of a set, individually they're only really going to be interested most of the time in the expensive rare items. If you yourself have said expensive rare item and the other parts or some of the other parts of the set, the rare is going to go more quickly most of the time, and then you're just left with trash. Whereas, again, finishing the set and selling the whole lot, you also get rid of the trash items at that convenience markup. So again, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. I think the most I've done in a trading session was a little over 1,000 plat. Again, not doing ribbons, anything crazy like that. Just going, oh, here's some mods and prime sets and stuff I've picked up over time. Cool. 25 trades later, well, there goes a load of my trades, and I've made plat. It can become a little bit of a hassle juggling the number of people trying to buy from me at that point. I think the longest queue I've had was 8 people messaging me at the same time. And when you consider that 3 buyers could be in a squad at the same time, it's like, hi, yeah, sure, absolutely. You're gonna have to wait a couple minutes. Squad's full. 7 minutes later. Hi, sorry about that. Do you want to buy that now? Okay, cool. If I get to the point of needing to queue people, for the first 3, I'll say, hi, sure, 1 sec, squad full. If I've got 4 people in the queue, 4 plus, yeah, that 4 and above, tell them, hi, a lot of buyers, sorry, might be a few minutes, is that okay? Because otherwise, yeah, they just don't have the expectations, they don't know how many people are currently spamming me with buy messages. It really does come in waves. Oh yeah, arcanes, if you got full sets of arcanes, because you can combine them together, you can do a lot of value in a single trade. Absolutely. Likewise, if you've got a good endo farm, upgraded mods, that can have a lot of plat in single trades. And then the prime stuff from Barrow. Whether you do it quickly after he's just come, or if you hold on to it for a while. Plenty to be had there too. Alright, looks like we are about to wrap up here. Let's start moving towards extraction. I think some of the others have already figured out that's what we can do. I am actually a little bit behind figuring that out, but oh well.
Came here in search of treasure, but only found oblivion. They are trespassers here. You are not.
There we go. One of each relic type done. Let's take the Magnus Beast, why not? Yeah. So overall, when it comes to Nightwave, buying the potatoes, it's really the least efficient thing you could do in terms of getting the most out of your creds. The convenience cannot be overstated. It is literally press button, get potato. No amount of trading ever will be faster than that. But if you're willing to put in the extra work, there is some more you can refine out of it. Also, someone really feels like just destroying the platform. Okay. Very, very good. Alrighty then, let's see. Current recovered ones. Well, we got this over here. Complete an Isolation Vault bounty mission on the Cambion Drift on Deimos. Wow, that's been a while. Kill 50 Dax in Duviri. 3 Kuva Cypher missions. Interact with Kubro Kavat. And kill enemies with Blast. Blast will just kind of happen on the way. Kubro Kavat, where are you? Well, that was easy, wasn't it?
Hey, dreamers.
Yeah, let's go do the vault. Let's go pop into Cambion Drift. It has been so long since I've been to Cambion Drift. So very, very long. There is, I'm going to be honest, absolutely nothing that brings me down there at the moment. Since Nabras? I think for Nabras, I kind of went down there, looked at all the stuff and went, cool, here are some tokens I have lying around. I'll take that. Alright, cool, I'm good. Bye. The perils of playing this game since 2019, I kind of acquired a bunch of stuff. But if I recall correctly, I could just kind of go, hello there. Yep, Isolation Vault. I don't care what tier it is, we're just doing it.
Much has been hidden from us on
Yes. Nightwave skip.
The infestation is strong.
There we go. Let's get some worm bait.
With the right materials, we can fool it into letting us enter.
Oh, he cleared out that spot very quickly. All right. Two more bait needed. Someone else is going to have that, so I'm going to move to where I think it needs us to go. I think it's down this way. There's 2 at that spot. Who grabbed 1? What?
Excellent.
There we are. It was close. Press it. So weird how much you can walk over this. So much other terrain will block us, but this is walkable. Make it make sense. Alright. This stage is purely a time wait, so wait we shall. Oh yes, actually, yeah. A bunch of bits and pieces have been added to various shops. Even removing some of the most obnoxious grinds, where, oh yeah, the chances of the items dropping hasn't really improved, but instead, if you do get unlucky, or if you have other stuff, you can trade it in and just get it a lot sooner. Because let's be real, some of the drops that were introduced, certainly in older school stuff, was obnoxious. I'll be honest, despite my background in playing so many different MMOs for quite a while, certainly the number of hours I've sunk into RuneScape, I've never done so really rare chasing that much. And where I have, where it's been kind of thrust upon me, it's never come across as something particularly engaging. If you do something a couple times over to get different drops, where each drop is interesting and substantial, you're like, okay, yeah, cool. First I got the Staff of Awesome, now I've got the Dagger of Slaying, after that let's get the Cape of Devastation. But when it's, cool, I got a bag of rocks from the monster that drops 99% bags of rocks, 1% Ring of Immolation. You're like, well, eventually I might get the Ring of Immolation. And with unfettered RNG, it can be devastatingly unlucky. Never really connected with that kind of experience. If I see a drop rate that is as low as 1%, I'm already going, so I'm not supposed to have this, right? Unless this drops from enemies which I kill 100 per minute, I'm not supposed to have this. When the drop gets into fractions of a percent, right? Why was this even added at that point? They just put it somewhere else. It's not even a drop now. Cough, hammer shot. A lot of cheese. Yeah, we have got quite a few chunks of cheese out here at the moment. I think someone used a Talon Strike.
Toxicity is falling away to nothing with the infested gone.
Alright, let's make our way through. We are not, by the way, doing the Lloyd section. I'm just not waiting for that tiny little Cephalon to float around for a poxy amount of reward at this point.
You will need to destroy it so you can explore the ruins. Ah, the Necromecha Guardian is here. Defend yourself.
See, there is room for rare loot to exist in things. There is absolutely room for it. Oh, there we go. We're done. To give you a very niche example, let's just hit this. Yep. Yeah, to give you a very niche example, when you're doing what's called belt ratting in EVE Online, so you're literally just going between the belts, killing the pirates, just warp the belt, look for pirates, shoot them up, repeat. Doing that, you'll largely not find a lot of interest. There's some scraps, some modules worth not very much, a handful worth a little bit more. But then there's multiple tiers of rarer loot. So uncommonly, you'll come across what's called grapplers and warp disruption field generators, and by design they are worth a bunch of minerals when you refine them. And so, yay! Those are small mini jackpots. Adds to just the value of what's going on. They could drop from any ship, any size, so you just get more. Then there's the more medium tier of having a more uncommon ship spawn, like a larger ship, and that can have some standard loot for its size, but it's uncommon to get. You're like, oh, sweet. Got a few of these armor hardeners. These are actually really good value for the size. Next, after that, you then get into the rare spawning NPCs themselves. That'll be things like the hauler spawns, which are literal NPC haulers carrying just a bunch of minerals for some reason. And likewise, the faction spawns. So instead of being Serpentis, it'll say Shadow Serpentis. You go, oh my god, special unit. Now, a lot of the time they drop trash, and some of the time they drop not trash. And sometimes they drop seriously not trash. You go, whoa. And then the final step above that is the officer spawns. I'm skipping more for a moment, including soldiers. Officer spawns are beyond rare, and when you come across them, it's basically just hours of payday in a single kill. You're like, yes! Squealy noises start happening at that point because you just get so excited with it. Point is, though, that right down at baseline, the baseline experience is going around, finding the NPCs, taking out these squads, encounter after encounter. You get a baseline amount of income from it, an income you can use. You get a baseline amount of materials from it, materials that you can choose to use or not use. And there are uncommon, but common enough, micro jackpots, which means that substantially hour to hour, it's still worthwhile. You don't go 99 runs and go, wow, I found a whole bunch of nothing. Here's some rocks and here's some just letters from someone's long lost loved one that no one cares about. Cool, what a bunch of nothing. It is enough going on to be worth it. Add on that it can also be a PvP experience, because, well, the best belts are, of course, where PvP can happen, and there's a whole gameplay cycle to be had. You compare that to, say, chasing a 0.1% drop from a boss that you are 40 levels over. It's just you need that item to upgrade to another item, to upgrade to another item, to upgrade to another item. And so he goes, oh, the boss has spawned. Alright, swish, swish, stab. Set the spawn to faster, right? Yeah, okay. It's working. Ah, the boss has spawned. Swish, swish, stab. Did it drop? Oh, okay. Let's keep doing this. DropRNG.net says this will only take about 4.5 hours on average. Switch, switch, stab. That ain't fun. At no point is that fun. Right. Let's pop out of here. So yeah, Warframe introducing more reasonable drops, or reasonable sources for otherwise hard to drop items. I will always be in support of that. It doesn't need to be attainable through platinum or trading. It's fine for some things to be just, yeah, you need to go and do it. Okay, fair enough. But when things demand hours, those hours better be bloody well worth it. Individual standard tier weapons? No. No, 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 no. I will always look at that with despair and disdain, and end up just not farming the item as a result. Right. What's next over here? I have recovered... Yep, the Dax and Duviri, 3 Cuba Siphons, or defeat the Aura Worm. Oh, well, it looks like I've got a twofer now. Yep, might as well do the twofer. If you'd like to join me on a run of Duviri, fresh squad, fresh opportunities, first come first serve, send me a message in game, and I'll bring you into the squad for a run of Duviri. We're going to do... There's no point doing Steel Path, there's no point overcooking it. Yeah, we'll do normal mode, but we'll do it on the Duviri experience, so that I can get all the Dax in a single run, hopefully. Oh, yes, also, T-Lounge. Yes, there was that weird screen... Oh. Oh my. So I was told that during the Exploiter Orb fight, Noko bugged it out and made it shrink for everyone else. Now, I understand those words, but I'll be honest with you, I wasn't prepared for seeing this. Ah, it's that small. It's just, it shrunk in the wash. Instead of it being enemy is 2 meters away, its enemy is now just 2 meters tall. Because Hildren's hovering over it a bit. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Very compact, you know? Exploiter slim. That is a weird bug. I have no idea how that happens, I'll be honest with you. I have no idea how interacting with the boss in an otherwise normal fashion can just completely resize it, but hey, you know, that happens. That happens. You two may indeed join again, absolutely. Never any restrictions on that unless I say otherwise. Okay, Duvir experience. I've got stuff. Cool. Doesn't really matter, does it? Let's get loaded in. Yeah, Moose, that is exactly what happened. I was intentionally sproddling Form Noko for it. I just didn't expect it to shrink it. And I'm not entirely sure what does that. So, eh. Okie dokie. I'm actually kind of spoiled for choice on these frames. Blimey. When was the last time I played Wisp? There we go. Amprex, my beloved. I don't care if Vectis is here. Amprex. Yeah, that's a fun melee, wasn't it? Technic Cyclone, sure. Considering the alternatives, yeah, fine. Not gonna be happy about it. Got out of the bits. Let's see what we got over here. Critical hits deal extra damage with cold. Done. Ready. Ready, and... ready. Sweet.
The Prince of Fire.
Alright. If you need Dax kills or anything else here in Duviri, go ahead and get them. Yeah, I need to hunt Dax. So I will not be focused on the Tams. Kill steal.
Return me to my rightful place, or suffer the consequences!
Zaw.
You see how the imp neglects his duties?
Fly up over here, I see enemy radar.
Eating and shitting whatever they like. It's maddening.
This is a very, very angry man. I am just face tanking the damage here, I actually don't care. 9 Dax down. Where's some more? I'm nice and low to the ground. I'll hear them spawn. There they are. There we go. One more still alive. Oh wait, 2 more. Ah. Yoink. Let's see what else can I do here. Let's go for double drops, why not? And I don't really want the rest of that. Yeah, these aren't actually what I need. More of that for the aura worm. Hello there. Stab, stab, stab. I think there's someone up on the bridge. There he is. Hi, Mike. Taken out. Alright then. Hey, what the? Oh, I thought I had taken out. Never mind. I had just cold procced him. And
the most petty petty and trivial things could spark Lodin's
Cold
anger.
Proximum gained a decree.
The
Okay.
flames quickly rose.
Sure, why not? Let's grab that. And... yeah, let's do that. Cool. Enter the Undercroft. Let's go join up for that. Move the old objective along. Oh, wait, is it... am I getting further away from this now? This waypoint does not know what to do with me. Where's it trying to take me? There we go. Okay.
Is that brat on the throne?
There we go.
Any idea?
Yeah, the waypoint did not like whatever was going on there.
Undercroft to clean up his mess. Maybe you'll do a better job. See what's amiss.
Enjoy your buffs. And it's a 5-minute survival. Enjoy. No way to speed this one up. I also have no source of blast damage at the moment, I think. Yep. Alright. Oh, these DAX count. Oh wow, I was doing all of that other stuff for nothing. Yeah, these DAX of course count. Fair enough. Oh, I do have blast damage when I slam. Okay, don't know what happened to heavy attack there. What? What happened to me there? I just fell over mid-air. Silly wisp. That's not how physics works. Let's just keep our rampage going. I thought I had the blast on the slams, and that's where I was coming from, but I didn't seem to do a lot, so I'm doing this now. We'll see if it ticks it up. Maybe I just don't have a source of blast right now. Not a reliable source. Oh no, that's blast. That is definitely blast. Okay. I just need to land the direct hit with it, maybe? Something about landing the heavy slams here is not working, as I recall. This guy does not want to take slam damage. Let's do a few more of these around. I don't know why it just doesn't slam sometimes. I do the animation and it just sounds like it whiffs. I don't know how one can whiff hitting the ground, but evidently gravity doesn't always compute. I haven't seen the pop-up in a moment. Have I done all the blasts? They just didn't tell me? Nope. A little bit more to go. Up the buffs. At the very least, you can see why they took a swing at the blast not blast, what was blast, but slam meta. Because imagine this with full AoE the entire time doing that. And this is without any kind of optimization. But there we go. Nearly got all the DAX needed. Got all the blast so I could stop doing that cancerous play. Woo! Back to just good old laser beams of doom, which are definitely far more balanced at this level. Oh yes, definitely far more balanced. I don't point at groups and evaporate the entire lot of them, no. Very good stuff, and we're returning back to the surface of Duviri. Really nice. Degree acquired, why not? Grab more of that. Wisp be powerful. Alright, so all we need to do now is defeat the Aura one, then everything Duviri is done for today.
Was met with anger, and anger was his undoing.
Help him out with this.
The imp wants him dead, I want him alive. I respect your skill. The imp does not. Clear?
Job done. Nice and quick. Status makes double damage, why not? Oh, and another decree. Sweet. Oh, hey, slams. Boost attack speed. Maybe not. Let's go fleet-footed. Alright, gotta find some items. I found the the ruins of Zom murdering a whole bunch of people.
He became that he was right.
Zom is also now feeding them all.
Scattering my royal effects would put a stop to my ambitions.
Where are these effects?
Not when I have
just over.
To find them for me.
Loot thing. Let's see. Regen energy. Why not? Always good for obliterating energy economy. I'm looking for things, but I don't know what things I'm looking for. I don't even know if I'm technically in the right space. Oh, hold on. Wait, nope, nope. That's just a glowing post. Okay. I feel like I need to find my way into the terrain. I'm guessing they're hidden underground. I'm not sure where I should be going for that. Hold on, maybe here. Also, Ductile's found 4 or 5 items whilst I've just been trying to find the way in. So, yep, there it is. Well, at least Ductile knew what was going on. The game did not want to tell me I needed to go underground, so whatever. Right. You know what? Even faster Wisp.
Inward and found the source. Not the world of folly and betrayal.
Open chest, defeat Guardian. Yep, yep, yep.
That's him. Fraxis Enforcer.
Alright, let's get you down. Oh no, my overguard. Whatever will I do? Swish, swish, stab.
Down there and smash his face in myself. But I can't.
There we are. Next, let's grab even more of this. Enter the Undercroft.
He saw there was nothing righteous or noble about his anger. It was just the raving of a petty, paltry man.
Actually, if I do I can make these more powerful.
Something's happening down there. I can feel it. Sort it out, for void's sake.
I'm just gonna burn all my energy on this, I don't care. My energy regens. 170% attack speed bonus. And whilst I wait for the others, I'm also regenerating my energy, so it's a win-win. In fact, they're probably doing something that'll generate a decree, and that'll just fill my energy anyway, but... Yep. Any second now, chat. What are we farming today? Nightwave. Simply saying good night to Nora Night, as it'll be Amir's turn next. Alright, let's see. More fire rate, yeah, why not? I definitely need more fire rate. Hello there, Scravy. Hope you're doing well. It doesn't matter what FPS you play the game at this point. Wisp is just teleported between stances. Oh, that movement speed. Let's set up one of these over here. There we go. We got that to get back to at any point. I think I gained speed mid-air there. Most. Oh, God. Just give me the. There we are. Yeah, all that movement speed, it's all horizontal. Does absolutely nothing for trying to get vertical height. In fact, it throws off my feeling of it. Go up! Definitely didn't have to do that 3 times because I was misjudging the distance. Okay, let's power this up. That one's done. On to next. Let's grab some more juice. Charge it up. Juiced. Hoi. Ah. Let's make our way over here. I've got a little bit to contribute. It's probably not going to cap it off, although Zom did have quite a bit to give. Yeah, nope. Not enough, but that's fine. I think my movement buffs have run out, so let's get even quicker. There we go. Moving around at... Oh, God. So moving around at the speed of sound, but immediately threw myself off the edge there. Oops. No, not again. Not again! I might be too fast. Just a little bit. It's fine. I'm just going to cast some more of these here. Imagine how the Praetos? God, it's just anything, really. I've already got far enough. It's all movement speed, though. That's the problem. It's all movement speed, not parkour speed. So, moving, I'm going fast. The moment I jump into a bullet jump, it just kind of slows me down. It's a really weird feeling. I've got Wisp, I've got Decree buffs.
Where's the right
It's just stacking.
But the boy was chosen.
Alright then, yeah, we don't need to hear him lose his mind. Let's go find a rabbit.
The fire within Lodin was was his anger.
Melee, please, melee. Oh no, I've got Orvius now. That's why.
Consumed. Behold,
Zom needs 3 more degrees. Okay. I mean, Zom, if you want to go like. Oh wait, do you need them all in one run, Zom? You need them in one run. So you get your decrees now, because as soon as we kill the Aura Worm, it counts as a new run. So yes, Zom needs that. Let's see, can I help out with that? I should be able to. No. I can help with this. We can do this. We can do this. If I do this real quickly, that should get you 1. You can work on 1. We can do this. If I'd have known earlier that's what you were doing, I'd have helped out sooner. We did it on stream myself the other day, and yeah, getting it reset halfway through because, oops, sorry, killing the Aura Worm counts as ending the run. What? Didn't think I'd finished that, but okay. I'll try that again. Or, oh, did someone else already do this one, and that's why... If someone already did this one, then fair enough, but I didn't... Doesn't tell me. Just lets me do it. Yep, nope, that one's already been done. Damn it! I'm trying to help. Just show on the map? Oh, true. Yeah, it's just looking at the map just to tell what's been done. Yeah. Meanie. Is there something I can interact with over here that's been done? Paragram puzzles. If I could spot any of those, that'll do it. Because they're relatively quick to do. Just gotta find something like that. Nope, I am far enough away from them that this might be one that's not been done and should count. Give it a try. Man, people struggle with doing this in time. I've never got that. Like, there's so many fish. There we go. Did that count? No. Okay. No more fishing. Come on, paragrams. And these paragrams can just kind of be near enough anywhere around the map, so I just need to find anything I can interact with. Well, not like that, but I'll grab it. They're all scared of the worm. None of that is interactable. I haven't memorized where all the Komei and Shorzin spots are at, so can't exactly just go straight to that. Don't tell me these things disable whilst the dragon's out. That would suck. Oh, another one of these, might as well. Oh, there's gotta be something around these parts. There's always something. Yeah, I'm not seeing the icon for any paragram stuff popping up. Zom's got a waypoint on something. Alright, oh. There's a decree somewhere. I don't think it was this one, so that is coin, weird E, another kind of coin. Why don't I recognize this one? Okay. That's fun. This is one they added after I did the video on so many of them. Oh, you're kidding me. We can't interact with it? Here we go. I haven't got much time on this, Zom. Can't seem to work. Oh, and it's gone. As is the disc. Okay, yeah, this isn't going to work. Yeah, I'm sorry, Zom. You indicated at literally the last moment after we could have helped, I guess. Agrees to be grabbed somewhere. Ductile's on it. I don't know where Ductile is, but they are on it. Is there a thing over here? No, 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 no. Could be good. Zom hasn't said it's good. I'm expecting Zom to communicate when they're good. So we'll have to see on that. 14 out of 15, but if you want to just do one, sure. Ductile seems to have figured out where all of the extra bits we can still do are, despite the obvious blocking us from the power rooms. Done all the fishing that I dare to do right now. It's clearly not giving us more. I'm assuming that Ductile's just finding some Kome and Shores in bits. And I don't know what's going on. Found a group of cards. The guards don't seem to be around at the moment. They're usually just everywhere, but I guess because Worm's out, no. Does Clevo give a decree? Yes, but can we even fight that right now with us restricted on our weapons like we are? Like, what the ones have you been doing, Ductile? Just so I know what I can look for. I'm currently running on 0 information. Which is not helpful. All I found is negative information. Shores-ins. Okay, so Shores-in is an option. Gotta find where the Shores-ins are, and then I can do that. Okay. Oh, hi there. Let's see. Is there anything you've done out this end? Where even am I on the map? There I am. Oh! Someone found something. Okay, cool. Right, let's get this done. Zom, next time you need something, for the love of God, communicate it before it's too late. Don't be the child that says to their parents, as they're on the way to school, oh, actually, I need this for class today. There we go. I have boarded the dragon. It feels like someone got there before me. Yep. I'm gonna fall now. Okay. Oh! Cool. Sat on my house too long. Nearly there. There we go. We're through. Skip this. Casting all buffs. Casting. Casting. There we go. Obliterate this thing. Someone's got a good weapon for it.
I'll grab you by the heels and smash your city brains out on a roar!
Alrighty, let's eliminate the ducks. Ooh, that's rough, Malicitos. I mean, the whole thing of just the Arrowworm doesn't count as part of the same run, let alone anything after it. That's just stupid design, really. They put the trigger in clearly the wrong place, and it's to no one's benefit. But then, I'll be honest, a lot of Deviri is like that. The fact that we choose our loadout for Deviri in the same moment that we are matchmaking and having people join up. So, on its release, you'd have people force starting it for others too early. Jeez, so people would be either waiting on others picking through, or people would be forced into random, even worse loadouts. Yeah, it was not the design I'd have gone with. There we go. Oh, sure, we'll just dash past that, that's fine.
Bravely done. For this one night at least, Duviri is calm.
There we go. I still find this thing weirdly disjointed. I felt it at the initial playthrough of the quest, and I still feel it now years later. The weird black and white spiral, the rewinding, resetting, with all of the other themes going on, it just does not seem to fit. Never figured out quite where that was supposed to have come from. Hey. There we go, another Nightwave done. What do we have now in our recovered stuff? It's Prophet Taker, Archon Hunt, and Kuva Cypher missions. Oh. Yes, I might have already done that particular one. Let's see, where is it? Was it even in here? Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week or more. No worries. From Matcha Mouse, do I enjoy Duvirian Circuit? For Matcha, it's one of their favourite game modes. Find that to be an unpopular opinion. You're probably right on it being a bit of an unpopular opinion. It's not a mode that's really grown on me, no. It's not a mode that's grown on me. Because, an unfortunate part of that is that all of the incarnates that were released with Duviri, and there were a lot of them, were all gated behind Circuit. Which meant that doing Circuit over and over and over, week after week for weeks on end. That was months of, have you done your weekly Circuit? Go ahead and put yourself in the same grey rotation. Seal the wounds like you would staunch those of your comrade, or something like that. Gotta use the word staunch as much as possible. And that really took a lot out of it. It's the same with Perita. When the objective and only way to get the end game item is do this same thing for hours. And worse in the case of Duviri, if you don't finish it within the week, progress completely resets. It's like... Yeah. That combined with the somewhat odd mechanics and various sticking points with early Duviri, it just never connected for me. I think, Macho, you said you started playing Warframe, was it last year? I think you said you started playing last year. So when Duviri came out, this whole mouse over this to see what our gear was, we didn't have that. Just wasn't an option. So if you wanted to see what you had to load in first. What's everyone doing? They're loading in, looking at the stuff and going, oh, I don't want this, and exiting. Now you're down a member. Or they're loading and go, oh, well, this sucks. Or whilst looking at it, 2 other people have gone, right, cool, yep, I've got stuff, I'm happy with whatever, straight through portal, and then you yank through. Like, I didn't even have a chance to see what I had. And so the meta established of, oh, well, now you have to go run solo. Run solo to see what you've got, and if you're happy with it, leave again to then go join up into your group. And if you weren't happy with it, run a single round of circuit, then leave and come back. It's just, yeah. And like I say, with the circuit having 0 environmental variability to it. Oh yeah, there's slightly different layout of dips and rises. A couple different broken, meaningless structures, which basically are just terrain scattered around. But otherwise, the entire zone is functionally meaningless. There is no substance to it, there is no energy to it, there is no change from emotion to emotion. It is the same forever. That's training. So, and don't forget, my players, you mentioned about how you run out of patience, just go to Cavalier over your platinum. They released the Incarnans without a means to get them for platinum. Oh, bye, Zom. Sorry. Yeah. They released without a way to get them for platinum. Now, to their credit, that did show at least that the whole draining experience of the circuit was not intended to be a platinum farm. But still, I was just like, there's no way to get this quicker. If we skip any one of them, certainly as a content creator, just really stacking on the pressure myself there, if you skip out any of them, it's going to be weeks until it comes back around again. You can only pick 2 at a time, so even picking a couple, it's going to be weeks until you get the other 2 of the other 3 to get. So if you pick a couple duds, well, sorry, here's some duds. They're just not as interesting to everyone. And on the time then to farm them, build them, excuse me, get the materials to actually attach them. You then need to evolve them, set up the modding, do the testing, find the builds, put the builds together, get the video out. Oh look, the next week has rolled around. Yeah, put that on repeat for a few months and wonder why some creators just kind of went, yeah, nah, no, no, no. It was draining. And they've not done a lot to improve it. Oh yeah, there was also all the bugs. Very much untrue. They've not done a lot to improve that. I know that it is on their conversation. I'm just going to drop squad here so I can demo bits more cleanly. Like, if I go into Steel Path Circuit now, they added in these evergreen bits, because they weren't there originally, if I recall. But still, if someone wants Burst and Incarnon, which is absolutely amazing, you've got a couple hours left to get it. How many Incarns were released for Circuit? I think it was like 30. If I recall correctly. Let me just bring up Circuit. I don't want the space. There we go. Let's see here. So yeah, so week 9 was definitely added in later. Week 8, fairly certain, was also added in later. But yeah, there was definitely Dread, Despair, and Hate on release. So yeah, there was 35 on release. 35 Incarnans. Which on the one hand, hell yeah, 35 old weapons turned into good weapons. Awesome. But now here we are at the 9-week rotation. If someone didn't realize Burst was in Circuit this week, but they've been looking forward to it, or maybe they've been busy, maybe they've had a hard time at work, maybe boss has called for overtime. People have lives. You missed this now? Let's see, when would it next be in the rotation? It'll be, let's see, so that's week 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there we go. October 5th. If you didn't get this today, this week, you ain't got it by now. October 5th is when it comes back. What? Yeah, Torio, yeah. 35 incarnates meant minimum 21 weeks to get them all. And even accounting for some duds to take off that final 7 weeks, that's still 14 weeks in a row for those who wanted to actually get the stuff on release. When does Stug roll back around? Let's see. Stug. Stug is in the week 9 set. Tomorrow is week 7. So it's 2 more weeks after that. So that'll be August 24th. August 24th you can get Stug Incarnate Genesis. Or buy it for plat. Yeah. Kind of a bunch. Anyone going on the holidays? Going for a nice summer holiday for a week or two, and that rolls around? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, guess we'll just wait again on that one. That'll be what, end of October for that one instead. Yeah. On release, it already looked ridiculous. Now I'm just like, why? And I do find myself wondering what the purpose is behind some of that. I have this same point with Eleanor's shop down in the Holvania Mall. Let's just swing down there, because the visual aid goes with it quite nicely, but a lot of you already know exactly what I'm talking about here. Perhaps say it's a weak attempt at retention. Kind of. An attempt at providing it a way for people to not just hard farm and burn out in a week because it's metered out. But when it's such specific items are metered out rather than just like standing limit, daily cooldown on generalized access, gonna you feel it harder.
Hello.
Hey, we got Zom to rank 30 on Nightwave. Awesome stuff. These Coda weapons, they're on a, if I recall, 8-day rotation. 8-day rotation. So, if you don't want these particular weapons, or specifically you're looking for the others that aren't listed here, good luck. Good luck. It's going to be a few days until it's around again, and then you've got 4 days to grab that. Hope you don't miss it. And I hope they have the stats you're looking for. This one, 54.7, 56. Some pretty nice stats. Teasingly close to 60%, but that's how it'd be. 32.7, rather low. We got a 51 and 50 there, and then, oh god, bottom 25. The worst it could be. Excuse me. And like, if you get that 25 and you want to upgrade it, well, you can't buy another one today. You'd have to wait for it to rotate twice to come back into stock, and then also get your extra 10 heart cells again. The heart cells you can farm any time, but the shop, just gotta wait for that to roll around again. I can't say that fills me with a lot of joy. Yeah. But the weirdest bit to me of all of the gaps and whatnot is that rotation. That half of them are just not available at any given time. Still to this day, I don't have an explanation for that. I mean, never mind the fact that this UI doesn't tell me which ones I already have. Imagine a box that either popped out or was just constantly visible of your current Coda Tyces. And I would see Toxin, 37%. Cold, 26%. Magnetic, 34%. Vice installed. Just have them visible. At that point you go, oh yeah, I've already got a Tysis, blah 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 blah, or I've already got these bits and pieces. 32%, would it upgrade? Oh, but I've only got a 35% at the moment, so it's not really worth it. I'll save on getting a course assist. Oh, but it shows I haven't got a base assist. I missed that one. Let me buy that one. Nope, no UI for it. You have to Okay, so these are the ones which are in stock at the moment. So now let me press escape a few times over, open up in a menu to a menu to, it was the base assist, I think it was? Okay, the base assist, I've got a 31.3% heat. Okay, so yeah, that's really low. So what was the thing that Eleanor had again? It was the... Oh yeah, so I would get that to 60%. Sweet, that's perfect. Oops, don't have live hard cells. Oh well. I can't be the only one that looks at all of that process and goes, why is this only showing half the shop at the time? And why does it only show me half the information? Yeah, to the point where, that's what I was saying, some people take notes in the Steam overlay, others will use a literal notepad and pen and paper, others will set up spreadsheets or refer to third-party applications, all just to get there. Metal Seed is saying conflicting because rotation timer gives players some grace period for weapons with valence bonus values they may want, but can't get right now due to our circumstances. No, it doesn't, Malasitos. It doesn't. You say this gives you a grace period for weapons of values they want, but can't get right now. It's just 4 days. And then it swaps to the other stuff. Why not have all of them for 7 or 8 days? Why do I need to come back on Tuesday? Would that be? Yeah, Tuesday? No. Wednesday. Midnight Wednesday. But then rotate twice and now it's midnight Thursday. Rotate twice, now it's midnight Friday. It's not even consistent with other weekly resets, because it's not quite weekly. Yeah.
Let's do this again.
Deliberately keeping information, you have to keep going back. I mean, it's... This one's not even keeping the information, it's just hiding half the items and not showing usefully what you could interact with to kind of engage you. So yeah. Crypto's saying probably because this is in its infancy and they like to design multiple rotations by only launch with 2. I'm sorry, no, I can't accept that as an explanation. Because we've had rotating shops for well longer than 1999 existed. We had adversaries... You know what, sorry, Eleanor, you're really loud in my ears. In my head. We had rotation shops for years. We've had adversary weapons for years. None of that is new. This is the first time they put the adversary weapons in a shop. Except, no, it's not even that, if I think about it. No, that was Ergo Glass, wasn't it? Whereupon all of Ergo's wares are available every single time. We head over to a relay, triple check I am actually on about the right stuff. You reach for an answer? Yeah, that's the thing. I've tried reaching, I've tried considering it, and I've hoped maybe D would say something on it, and just nothing came up. Nothing.
Good fortune, Tenno.
Here we go. He's rotating on a different day. His is rotating a day sooner than Eleanor's, so they're not even synchronized. But it is the same UI. I believe the UI originally was more of a typical inventory grid. I could be wrong on that. That could just be a false memory. But yeah, the stock here. And curiously, actually matches the visual right there.
Good fortune, Tenno.
So, no, this wasn't in its infancy. This wasn't brand new experimental. It released with half on 4 days, half on the other 4 days, and zero explanation as to why they were split up. I recall seeing no note in the patch notes, no reasoning, no nothing. It was just, yep, this is how it works. Yeah. There are always bits like that where, unless there is some psychologist quietly working within DE who has said, try out this strategy, it's going to improve retention by 0.3% and lead to a increase of sales of something on a thing that doesn't use platinum at all. unless there is some game psychologist there putting this together and basically role-playing its corpus IRL, I don't know what else there can be. I don't know what else there can be. Yeah, of course, it is event bloat, busy work. Very much so, yeah. Actually saying, gonna be honest, there's never a problem for me, there's always other stuff to do. Guess if someone is up to date at release, it just makes you wait longer. It does, yeah. And that is a weird difference in experience, and I'll give you that. If you are at a stage of the game where there's a lot of these things on that level you can just kind of dip between, then sure. Live your best life, run off, go do them. If that works out for you, that works out for you. My issue remains that content just runs away. You've sat down for your one day of the week, because some people don't have all of the time in the world to play a game like this. They can't just hop on whenever they damn well please. Life is a little busier for people who are content creators or just otherwise have different lifestyles. So for those, they sit down, alright, cool. Yep, I watched that lovely video about the Coda base assist. Let me get a base assist. Oh, it's not in stock. Cool. So how do I get the base assist? Come back later? Alright. Guess I'll have to remember to do that on, what's it? Between Tuesday and Friday. Oh. I can't play those days. So when will it be after that? So I won't get it this week. And I won't be able to have it next weekend. And then the next it will be Wednesday to Saturday. So I'll need to make sure I set a reminder for myself on Saturday, 2 weeks from now, to remember to actually buy the weapon that I could have bought all along if the game just said I could. Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Hope you don't want to buy the basic glaive right now. Leaving isn't here saying, unsure if my opinion is merged. No, all opinions valid. Songs are substantiated. They say, it feels like there's way too many systems to interact with, not sure how to start with lots of them other than just grind syndicates. I would say largely, if you're not sure where to go, follow the main quest line. The simple fact is that the main quest line has been super duper streamlined. Super streamlined. To make it where, despite everything else, you should be able to access it pretty much step by step by step. Keep going forwards. If you see something that takes your fancy along the way and you want to divert to it, divert to it. But otherwise, main quest line, unlock the majority of areas that you can, and then you've got total freedom to just explore wherever you want to go. You can just take it in any of the directions you want to at that point. So, if after getting through various bits of the chart, you then go, you know what, actually, let's farm some Cuba liches. Alright, cool. Off you pop.
For the old blood, for the queens. See how I serve you, mistresses. See!
Thanks, mate. So yeah, if you want to shut that guy up for good, go off and do that. Absolutely. You feel like completing all the different planets, get yourself Steel Path, go for it. You feel like diving into the void and farming whatever you can relic-wise, go for it. Same with the Orokin Derelicts on Deimos. If you want to crack open those for Blind Rage, go for it. But the point is that without going through the quests, you miss out on having access to those options. So once you have gone through all of that, that's when you really have seen what the hell is even going on with Warframe, and allows you to have the greatest range of diversions. So you end up in Macho Mouse's experience, which is, oh, I can't get that right now. Let's go do this other thing I wanted to do. Rather than other people's situation of, oh, I can't get that thing right now. Huh. Now what? Crypt saying, I know this is a silly take. Well, but what about the fact that information isn't even in the game? Oh, don't even get me started. I go over this pretty much every single time anything comes up. Don't even get me started. Also, hi, Siva. a large portion of my career exists on explaining to people what is in this game because they decided not to explain it themselves. Oh yeah. Yeah, fair do, Leafy. Yeah, fair do. If you've been grabbing your circuit incarnates where you can grab them, go for it. Honestly, if you're at the stage where you've done the majority of the quests, and you are all the way up onto Steel Path access as well now, then it's a case of look in a direction, see if it's something you like. If you don't know, try it. And if you find out you don't like it, stop. Just go somewhere else. You don't have to complete any part of the game. I know that might sound weird, and yeah, at the same time it might sound obvious. You don't need to complete any part of Warframe unless you want what completing it gives you. If you enjoy the completion, then you want the gameplay. If you enjoy the access to Steel Path like you've done, then you enjoy the rewards. But if you don't want the gameplay and don't want the rewards somewhere, or don't sufficiently want it, then just don't do it. I have been playing this game since 2019. You would think I would have basically everything. Let's sort this by progress. And you'll see down here, I've got a couple rows of stuff that I've just never done. I've still not got around to Stylax Prime. That's actually really somewhat embarrassing, let's be real. I should probably get around to sorting that one, but still not done it. Soma Prime, Sirocco apparently, Dulcoda Toxica, kept forgetting to purchase it because it kept on not being in the shop the times I remember to even look for it. K-Drives can absolutely get in the bin. Quassus Prime, haven't got around to it yet. Third Eye Prime, it's all the same set. Just a handful of bits and pieces. And likewise with these adversary weapons. They go, oh, but you could sink 5 Former into it and you can get yourself a rank 40 cubic rattler. I'm like, but I don't care. So I won't. But the elemental vice! I don't even use the weapon. Yeah, just don't. Do the bits you want to do. If you don't know if you want to do it, try it. And once you know that you like it or don't like it, you know how to make your decision. And then you just keep doing that. That is genuinely the process I recommend. If you've already gone through the main quests, that is your direction. Explore. And when it doesn't sing for you, when it doesn't light up your experiences, it doesn't give you the satisfaction of the free time well spent, then find something else. And Warframe will always be here to come back to. Believe you me, with the horny skins they're selling, Warframe will always be here to come back to. Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah, have I got like Soma just lying around and I just didn't do it? Nope. Yeah, I don't know what I've done on that one. I guess I just didn't care. Guess I just didn't care on it. But I know something that you lot will definitely care about. I think it's about time we do a platinum giveaway. Oh yes indeed, let's load up a giveaway here for a good old 75 plat. I think some people are in some ads. We'll just give it we'll give a couple minutes on this here. Let's open up with a couple minutes there. Exclamation mark enter in the chat for a chance to win 75 plat. I'll say that again for anyone who's just coming back from the ads. Exclamation mark enter in the chat for a chance to win 75 plat, courtesy of DE, which means it's sent directly to your in-game inbox. Nothing special you need to do as long as we know where to send it. Everyone can enter. Doesn't matter if this is your first time here or if you've been here for years. Although I'd recommend maybe, you know, leave the stream when I'm not live. If you've been sat on this channel for years, even I don't do that, come on. No, but seriously. Exclamation mark enter in the chat for a chance to win the 75 plat. Everyone's got the same chance of entering. Doesn't matter how snazzy you look, though, of course. It is nice to look nice and snazzy. So if you are a VIP or subscriber, you can indeed change up your fashion with the exclamation mark pick frame command. Swap over to another one of these lovely, lovely looks. There's a whole lot of them behind exclamation mark avatar. As you were asking, can people with gifted subs change their avatars? Yes, indeed. You're a subscriber. Doesn't matter if it got gifted to you. You're a subscriber. Until that ends, you're a subscriber. And when it does end, if you are on a gifted sub and then it expires, it doesn't reset. So if you switch yourself over to, say, Varuna, Jaya, or you go for Umbrelli or Umbrelli 2, there's 2 of them now to pick from. Once you cease being a subscriber for any reason, the bot doesn't check and go, oh wow, we don't like that. It just leaves it there. And at any point you can switch back to default, which is Lavo, or at any point you can subscribe and change it again. Otherwise, it just sits. I don't take that away from you. I don't take that away. There's no reason to. But there is that little threshold of it. At least get the subscriber badge. You know? Support the channel. Or find someone nice enough to gift you it. Alright, last chance, exclamation mark enter for a chance to win 75 plat. We're doing this draw in just a couple seconds there. Give everyone that last chance to join in. I mean, using Prime is subscribing, in this case, Calamity, yes. Any way to sub is a sub. Right, let's do the draw. Oh, Petra, I think you just slid in at the end there. Well done. Alright then, let's see who is going to be our winner today of the Platinum giveaway. Is it going to be Petra, actually? I haven't seen Petra get taken out just yet. You joined right at the last second. Did that trick the bot into letting you have it? Nope, there you go. Sorry, Petra. You didn't take it that time. Instead, it goes to Wally.
Excellent work, Tenno. The extraction point is up ahead.
Is this Wally defeating Wally? Questions I will never quite get an answer to, but all the same, congratulations there, Wally West. That platinum is going to be dropping into your inbox within the next couple of weeks there. No further action needed from you, absolutely. GG's on that. And with that, chat, that is indeed where we're going to wrap it up today, because I am satisfied. I've done all the night waving I need to. Let's face it, I'm many creds over where I even need to be. So that can happily sit where it's at. Well, I will be live again on Wednesday, which I believe is update day. So we can have a look forward to what is going on with that then. But in the meantime, have yourselves a wonderful start to your week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.